Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Elliot Brown here in the Essex Business Radio studio, where I'm coming out to everybody everywhere and talking to everybody everywhere about COVID-19, how they're dealing with it, how they're pivoting and changing themselves and their business, and any ideas, tips and advice they've got for you guys out there in your personal and your business life as well. And today, a good friend of mine from Colchester here in sunny Essex is Chris Clowes of the HC Media Group. How you doing, Chris?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much. And how you doing down there in sunny Colchester? Is it sunny today?
It's beautiful. Really cold. Really, really cold. Just went for a bit of a drive. Went out to the seafront at Clacton to try and get some fresh air, and it was freezing.
It was freezing, was it? Well, it's pretty windy here, actually.
It's pretty cold.
So how's work and home life working out for you? I know you've worked from home for years, and you only just got into your sort of office life sort of last year or so. What's it like being back at home working from home again?
It's much harder. It's much harder for a few different reasons. One, my wife works for the company as well, and we've got a little daughter now. So, we can't both be working at the same time because, somebody else relies on us. Yeah. And we've got staff now. And, part of our job is not just to, sit down and get the work done ourselves. It's, we've got a big responsibility to keep our staff mind fresh, happy, and keep their mindset on point and get the work delivered. Yeah. But obviously, make sure that they're not losing their marbles at the same time.
Yeah.
So there's much more challenges now from when it was just me sitting behind a computer. I'm like, I'll just sit there until things are done and just plow through, but there's much more mindset behind it now, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And for people that don't know what HC Media is and what you do, you're a digital marketing expert. And tell us a bit about about HC Media.
So we are a risk-free digital marketing agency. We work on SEO, PPC, social media. We're web designers, developers, and just really help drive traffic to your website and get you new clients. The reason we've grown so much is, like I said, we're risk-free. So if it doesn't work, we give you your money back. Yeah. So we're going to put our money where our mouth is, which a lot of people like. And so we've been growing continuously every single month until obviously this pandemic, where we lost just over 40% of our business overnight.
Right. Okay.
Which was fun.
So what did you do to sort of deal with that and sort of for the continuity, as I keep sort of mentioning? I hate saying that word, but because it's difficult to say. But what did you do to sort of to cope with that, Chris?
Cried for a bit. There's nothing wrong with crying. Just kind of had a step back and kind of looked at what we was doing. I mean, most of our leads, or 90% of our leads, were coming from education. So me going out, doing public speaking, doing events and talking and getting leads in, because people go, oh, that's what you do. I need this. Can you help?
Yeah.
So we had to take all of that stuff very, very quickly and put it online, so people can still have that view. They can still do that training, and we're still in the public eye, and they're still looking at us, and we're still somebody that they can choose from. But we had to change tact very, very quickly.
Okay.
It seemed to have worked. We've done okay this month. Coming to a close of the month, we've done okay.
Yeah.
Obviously not as good as we were before, but better than 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it seems to have worked, but it's been some sleepless nights for me, for the wife, and for the team. We've been working incredibly hard to try and have that pivot and get everything on, online.
Yeah. And you've been creating some new stuff as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we've created a new course. So the new course, sounds mad when I say it, it's over 66 hours worth of education.
Right.
It was all planned. We're planning to do it over the next year, and we put it together in 2.5 weeks.
Nice. So how are you going to get that? How are you going to get that out there? Oh, we've frozen. We're frozen at 5 minutes 20, and we're still frozen. And we're a bit frozen now. Completely frozen.
Yeah, there we are.
We completely froze there. So we were about 5 minutes 20. What did I ask you before that?
I can't remember now.
Oh, what are you doing to get it? What are you doing to get it out there?
Social media, mainly social media and affiliate marketing, just being public on social and just just getting it out there. We've got quite a decent database of people that we've already spoken to, so we're jumping on the phone. The biggest thing is making sure everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Most of the time we're going to be giving this course away for free.
Yeah.
Or elements of it, maybe not the full course, but elements of it we're going to be giving away for free, or pretty much free.
Sure.
Just to help other businesses, and in return, they're going to see what we're doing and they're going to like what we're doing, and come on board when the time's right for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just can't stop, really.
So, I mean, you obviously from sort of literally physically delivering stuff in front of people, which I know you're very good at. We've done stuff together before, and you've delivered for people, for me as well. To then turn that into something, that is then deliverable online. Is that a completely different mind shift for you to do that? Are you as confident that you can get that out there and attract those people back in? Because it's a far more immediate thing, right? And the reason I'm asking this is there's lots of people that would have been doing exactly what you do. They go to evenings, or they go deliver stuff in front of people, and then they'll get those people to come to the back of the room, or they'll talk to them, or they'll have contact, and they've seen you physically. Do you think there's going to be a way of delivering that so that you still grab their attention, even though you're not there to do that physically?
It's much harder.
Yeah.
It's much harder. As you know, I feed off of other people.
Of course, that's why I was asking.
Yeah. Most of it is an engagement tool, but doing it just over a video, it takes so much longer to plan.
Yeah.
And, it's just a PowerPoint, and I'm just talking behind the PowerPoint. You can't see my face, it's just a screen recording. And it is much harder to get the interactions. I like a bit of banter. I like a laugh. Some rude innuendo, somewhere along the line. Yeah, and you can't really do that.
But also, eye contact, and we've both been on similar, training and stuff like that when it comes to delivering sort of things to an audience and getting engagement from them, whether it be hand movements, whether it be eye contact, delivering things, sort of physically. And that's a very difficult thing, isn't it? You've got to then think about, well, I've got to get this point across, quite succinctly and directly, but also friendly as well. So you're not feeling like it's being pushed at you, I suppose.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you, and I know how much content you've got, because you've written a book, and you've done books, and you've delivered a huge amount of content. To do that in 2.5 weeks, I mean, that must have taken some serious brain power to sort of think about, or being on the receiving end to see if you'd feel like you'd want to buy that from yourself, if you understand what I mean. Is that what you had to do?
Yeah, I mean, first off, we had to write all of the slides. So there's 6 elements. So we focus on marketing, but we also know right now some people don't want to market.
Yeah.
Some people have got other issues. So actually the course, we've got marketing, sales, mindset, HR, management, and finance. Yeah. So they're the kind of 6 subjects. And I've taken Harp and Joe, my business partners, doing obviously the finance and the management side, because that's what he's kind of good at. But first we had to write, all the lessons. And so in each area, there's about 13 or 14 lessons, and each lesson is 45 minutes to an hour long.
Right.
So we had to write that material first, and then build the site and get it recorded. And the worst part about the recording is you can stop. and
Yeah.
you can start again. When you're face to face with someone, you can't say, "Oh, actually, let me start again," because you
Of
look like an
course.
absolute fool. But when you're sitting there just in front of a computer, you go, "Oh, that wasn't right. I missaid that." So I'll stop that and I'll start again. And it's trying to get out of that mindset of just deliver it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we will be here all
Forever.
the time. So there are mishaps in there.
Yeah.
I've swore a couple of times, and there is some innuendos and things like that. And it's Monday today, and we plan to go live with it on Wednesday.
Oh, right.
So it's all
Okay.
done. I'm just testing the buttons and making sure that everything works, and customers can get the full value of it. So Wednesday we should be going live. But in the meantime, we've had other trainings. I've released like snippets of that full training course, so people can do some training for free along the way.
Yeah.
Which helps.
Okay. Well, I'll be interested to check that out. Of course, you know that I will do. So, what have you
Definitely.
been? I mean, going back to what you do as your core business day to day, and how you've been dealing with your clients and prospective clients as well. I'm sure you've been looking for sort of new people and contacting people that you've had contact with but done no business yet. What is it that you've been sort of saying to them that they need to look at right now? What's the most important thing for them to look at? Is it SEO? Is it social media? What is it that you're advising right now as the thing to really grip and work with?
The channel all depends on their brand and what they're selling. Okay. If it's something that people search for, then always go Google, because someone's in the buying cycle when they search, they want the product. If it's something that people don't know exists, then obviously it needs to be social, because you've got to suggest the idea.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is, this is the only time in my life, I'm 35, it's the only time in my life that everybody in the world has been told to sit on their sofa with a smartphone.
Yeah.
This is the perfect chance to get in front of those people with your brand.
Yeah.
Because there's no distractions at the moment. So that's kind of the main thing. So if you really want to kind of survive or break through and push, then you need to be active now. And for me, I think that's the biggest mindset thing, that because I am still working as normal.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think I'm working harder.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
To kind of break through. It means that, weeks are flying past and I'm like, oh, another week gone. Whereas I'm speaking to other people and they're just sat on the sofa, watching Netflix, and the weeks seem to drag on. They're getting depressed. So I think it's my release of working so hard and trying to do so much, which is helping my mindset and, helping me get through the pandemic, because let's not lie, it's a bit of a shit show. We're all struggling. So you need that mindset of, you need something to do, really.
Yeah. And the perfect time to be looking at content, and not necessarily looking at everybody else's, but if you've had ideas and things like that, it's about putting those into action now, rather than go, procrastinating is a word that we've often used. It's just go and do it. Like you were saying about your course, it's been in the making, and you were gonna do it at some stage, but you've gone, well, I've got this stuff now. Just use it. Just put it out there. Just do it.
Yeah. And I've got the staff. We made a decision that we're not going to furlough our staff for a couple of reasons. One, because they still need to earn money, and yes, 80% or whatever, but we want to be true to our staff, and when we come out of this, we want our staff to be true to us. So we're not furloughing our staff, we're carrying on as normal, we're giving them as much work to keep them busy and their mindset strong and focused. And we said, what, let's, instead of taking a step back, let's take a step forwards, and push. So we've got the staff, and when I say we've got the staff, there's 4 of us. It's not like a huge team or anything like that. There's 4 of us within the office. Or 5, sorry, if we can count the wife. Shouldn't really forget her. I'll get in trouble.
Hope she won't listen to this. She won't listen to this.
It's fine. She's downstairs. Most of the listeners. So we just decided to kind of keep pushing. Yeah.
And what about using sort of other people in what you do as well? Because I know you've got a network of people that you use for for working with as well. How's that network been? Going through this, have you had a lot of contact with people? Is there sort of stuff going backwards and forwards in the network that you're involved with?
Some of it, yes. Some of it slowed down quite a lot. It depends on the person, really. I've got 2 contractors that work with me that are superb, and as far as I'm concerned, they're pretty much members of staff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, because we work with them so much, and we're going to continue. We've signed contracts and whatever. We want to make sure that we continue to pay those contractors. But look, we've had to be realistic, and there's other contractors that we haven't used for that much, or that we only use a tiny bit. So we have had to look at the workflow and can we do some of that in house?
Yeah.
And really had to redo the business plan.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. It's a reshuffle. It's a reshuffle, isn't it? It's a redesign, or as I like to call it, adopt, adapt, and improve.
Yes, yeah, we can say it a lot that, but yeah, it's just been yes, good and bad in some areas. Obviously with suppliers and contractors, you don't know what they're going through at that time as well.
Yeah.
So we've trying to keep everything above board and make sure that everybody is happy.
Well, I think you're doing a great job. So what would you advise everybody else out there, Chris? Because I know that there's a lot of people have been getting through this last few weeks in our lockdown here in the UK, and some have been doing nothing, as you say, and I know plenty that are doing nothing. I've seen that on Facebook. There's other people that are really pushing themselves, and other people that are trying new things and adapting as well. But we're in phase 2, as I'm classing it now, or the extension of our lockdown, and this is where the true grit comes out. I think some people are going to get right. Well, I've tried that didn't work really quickly. What would you advise? What are you got any advice on this sort of next stage and what people should be trying to do or think about?
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Okay,
it's just as simple as that. Believe in yourself, because if you really want to get through it, if you really want to do it, you will.
Yeah.
So yeah, just if you're struggling, and everybody does. But today, I had to rush back, for this call. Today, I've been working all morning. I've seen the news. I've got a bit of a tickly cough.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I get colds. Everybody does. So let me just flick that up. I felt down, and I heard on the news earlier that X amount of people died. I got an anxiety attack.
Right.
Like anybody else would. And I just took myself away, and I thought, I'm in the same 4 walls every single day, just staring at a computer.
Yeah.
I took myself away. I said to the wife, come on, let's get in the car and let's just go for a drive.
Yeah.
Aimlessly.
Yeah.
We was out for an hour and a half. We drove around. My wife popped into Morrison's. Me and the daughter sat in the car, and we just listened to some music, and then we come back and we're fine.
Feel a bit fresher.
Just feel a bit fresher, and just change, a bit of a change of atmosphere. But ultimately, just believe in yourself. If you can do it, you will.
Yeah. Some pretty wise words there, mate, and I think that's a really good point. We've said this before, even just being entrepreneurs or solopreneurs or micro businesses, whatever you want to class the sort of early days of business startups, that you have to do that anyway. You get days where it is overwhelmed, there's too much to deal with, and absolutely stepping out and doing something completely different and having that breather was as prevalent then as it is now. For everybody that's going through something they haven't sort of been through before. So I think there's a lot to be taken from that. Mate, I appreciate your time. I'm pleased you're feeling a bit better and a bit fresher after going out and getting some fresh air and having a change of scenery.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. It's needed, and thanks for having me. We all need to stick together now, and like I say, if anybody wants to free training to help grow their business in this time, then get in touch, because we're not charging. We just want to help people, and go from there, really.
Yeah, definitely. So where can people find you then, Chris?
So there's go to www.hcmediagroup.co.uk, or if they want specific SEO training, go to seo-webinar.info, and that is just a webinar that's a 45-minute training of how to do your own SEO and how to get better results from Google. And there's no sale attached to that. Just go and have a look.
Brilliant stuff. Well, I'll be checking that out, and I absolutely recommend everybody else does, because I know what Chris does, and highly recommend him. There'll be links around the posts that we put out as well, so check those out. Again, thanks very much, Chris. Really appreciate it. Carry on doing what you're doing, and I'll obviously be in close contact with you, and look out for some other stuff that we may have coming for you as well between us. So I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Chris,
awesome.
Thanks very much, mate. Really appreciate it. So another great chat there with Chris from the HC Media Group in Essex. Again, if you want to check him out, there will be a link around this, or listen to this back, and he'll let you know where to find him. If you want to know more about Essex Business Radio, then please check out www.essexbusinessradio.com, where you can find out all of our links to our social, and also you can download our free app that's got all new podcasts and all the old podcasts as well. Thanks again, Chris. Appreciate it. So I'm going to sign off for now. So it's ciao for now. Brown cow.